Hey, what is going on, Scorpios? Butch here. I am going to do your December read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I got that new deck I posted on my community page, the Pulp Tarot. I absolutely love it. It's so unique and it's so different. I'm just one of those people that just I love, if it's cool, I love it, and not cool in the conventional sense, but cool in the fact that if I see it and I like it right away, I know there's something cool about it. Sometimes I take time to warm up to things, and there's some things that just you don't need to warm up to. But I've been actually using this deck pretty steadily, and I'd never even seen it before, so I feel like that's what really caught my eye. But then when I got it, opened it up, and it's just like those old magazines. I mean, it's like like we have the strength card. It's like one of those old magazine covers from way back in the day, long before I was even thought of. But it's really cool. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Scorpios for December 2023? All right. So the first thing I see is a lot of crazy energy going on with some other person. But this person is going to be, it's very close to you. And not in the sense that you know them, but I feel like there's a lot of things happening for this person, and it's going to unravel a chain of events that it will affect you. The first thing is I feel like is this person, I feel like there's a big revelation coming for this person. I feel like they're in a situation that they don't want to be in, and I feel like there's this huge transformation happening in this person. We start off with the Death card. I feel like I get the sense that this person's almost feeling trapped. They're almost in a situation where they know they shouldn't be. And I feel like there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress going on with this person because of that. And I feel like it's causing this huge transformation. Sometimes we get caught in a situation that we don't want to be in, but for some reason, we're in it. And I feel like this person's finally ready to open up about that. And I feel like it's going to cause some major changes. I feel like this person is letting go of something that doesn't do them any good. They're being open about it. They're not hiding behind those walls anymore with that Eight of Swords in reverse. And I feel like something's coming to an end with that Tower card. Something that was meant to come to an end. So I feel like this person's walking away from something that doesn't do them any good. Something that new. I feel like this person's finally being honest with themselves. And like I said, they're being honest with themselves. They're taking a hard look in the mirror, and they're letting go of what is holding them back. Whatever situation this person is in right now, they're not in it at a choice. They felt obligated to it. They felt trapped by it. And like I said, now I do see them taking this huge transformation, stepping up, and being honest with themselves and letting that go. And I feel like it's, like I said, it triggers a chain of events. And now how this has to do with you, is I feel like because they lived in fear, because they lived in, a situation that they didn't want to be into, and because of this huge transformation in this person, they're coming out of this fearless because they made the right choice, because they were truthful with themselves. I feel like a lot of clarity has come to them, and in that clarity, it's that release of fear. I feel like sometimes we get trapped in situations because we're afraid to leave them, and I feel like that's kind of what this person was living in that life, but they're not afraid anymore, and I feel like because of that, because of this new change in this person, I do see them coming. I do see there's this moment where you meet, and it's even more clarity. This person knows from the very beginning when they meet you that this is what they want. They see someone that is the things that they wanted, that has the things that they wanted, and someone that they can truly feel a certain way about. Like I said, from the very beginning, they know what they want. They see the potential. And they're going after that. They're going after their dream. They're not living in someone else's dream anymore. And I feel like that's something that they were quite accustomed to before. Sometimes we are with people because we're trying to, we're living in their dream. But eventually that grows old. So I feel like all these changes has brought them to your door. They see you. This is the type of person that's not going to have any regrets. Now, one thing about this person, I feel like one thing that they always did do right is I feel like they have their shit together. I feel like they always did. And I feel like this moment is only increasing that, increasing that feeling of stability in their life. I feel like this is something that they always, like I said, they were always good at, is stability. But breaking free of those chains of accepting a life that isn't yours, it's empowering. And this person knows they want something more. I mean, they're emotionally mature. They have their shit together. They know they have a lot to offer, and they want to offer it to the right person. And that's why I feel like this person is coming toward you, because that feeling that they have when they're around you is something unlike they've had before, but they're embracing it. And yes, it may seem a bit impulsive, because I feel like this person is going to be a bit impulsive, but I feel like that's something else they never did before. They never just did something for them. They never went after something that they wanted. They always did the right thing. They always did what everybody else wanted, but they're not doing that anymore. You're what they want. In every moment that this moves forward and these changes continue to happen, it's more and more confirmation to them that they made the right decision. And for you, this is someone that's going to show up for you. Someone that's going to put in the work. Someone that's going to want you to be happy. Your happiness is paramount in their life. And like I said, I mean, this person's just chasing chasing their dream. They're done living someone else's dream. And they're chasing you. This person's going to come after you because they want you. They want to be with you. They feel inspired. They feel nurtured. They feel, all these things that they never felt before. Before, it was never an issue of if they felt that, as long as they made the other person feel that way. But now they're doing it for them. And them doing it for them is them coming towards you. So it is going to be a bit impulsive, but trust me when I say this person is not usually that person. Everything they wanted is right there in front of them, and they're not letting it go. A lot of people make the wrong choices and sometimes it's for the right reasons, they think. I mean, for instance, if a lot of people back in the day, they'd have a baby together, and then they'd automatically get married because they thought it was the right thing to do. which I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to do, but I am saying that it's not for the right reasons. I believe in family. I'm a very family-oriented person. I believe that you should make better choices before you have children, as concerned to who you have children with, but sometimes people make mistakes. Sometimes people do things that they shouldn't do, and there is repercussions. But I don't think, I mean, it is what it is. To each his own. But like I said, with this person coming toward you, this is someone that shows up for you. This is someone that puts in the work. They found new love here, and I feel like they're bringing as much to the table, for that. I do see you getting everything you want from this person. This is someone that protects your solitude. This is someone that will show up for you, will be there, and they're doing it for them. That's the biggest part here. I feel like the truliest, Jesus, the truliest I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't know why I can't talk right now. The happiest a person can be is when they're true to themselves. It's not about being true to you. It's about being true to themselves. And if being true to themselves is being true to you, then that's where happiness lies. You don't want someone to be with you because they feel obligated to be with you, or you don't want someone to be with you because they feel like they have to, or any other reason other than the fact that you make them happy. And it sounds a little selfish, but in love, it should be a little bit selfish in the fact that you should be with someone that you truly love. Because then you're giving that person someone that truly loves them. There's so many reasons why people get together, and it's, and I feel like the purest reason to be with someone is because they make you happy. And when someone makes you happy, you want to make them happy. And that's pure. Like I said, this is not just a one-night stand. This is not just a casual encounter. This is someone that wants a future with you. They see it, they want it, and they're not going to give up on it. And it continues to change. This person continues to evolve. And I feel like with all this, self-awareness that this person has, I feel like they're finally finding a place where they feel balanced. They feel like not only do they have what they want, they are with who they want, and they're getting what they expected. Like I said, sometimes we are with people that aren't for us, but we do it because we think we're doing the right thing. And I feel like this person's making a lot of huge changes, but that's the thing in life. Sometimes if life isn't going the way you want it to, you got to make those changes. Now with this person, we have some Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have some Sagittarius as well. If you're sick of saying, it's like if you drive to work every day. You have a job and you got to drive this, say, half-hour drive to work every day. And you take the same route. And it gets boring after a while. It's okay to switch it up. Take another route. Because if you keep doing things the same way, you're going to get the same result. You're going to see the same things. And if that's not okay with you, if it's okay with you, great. You keep doing it. I'm not trying to tell you to change the things that are working for you. But, it's, maybe there's another road to work. Maybe it's 5 minutes longer. Maybe it's 20 minutes longer. But if you take that and you enjoy it, then keep doing it. It's about the little things in life. People think that they have to make these huge changes in life to see a difference. You really don't. You can do one little thing different every day, and it could change everything. You know, it could be a 10-minute drive to work, and then the other way is 12 minutes. So it's only 2 more minutes out of your life, but it's making you happier. You know, you got to concentrate on yourself, and that's what everybody talks about when they talk about self-love, and it's something I'm learning about. You know, when you love yourself, when you truly love yourself, you put in a different vibe. You're subconsciously allowing other people to love themselves as well. And when you're with someone that you both love each other and yourselves individually, that's strong. You know, don't live your life for somebody else, live your life for you, and the right people will fall into place. You know, I'm not saying to selfishly love yourself. I'm saying if you love yourself, it gives you, it allows you to truly love other people. And until you love yourself, it's going to be hard. Now, it's a hard journey. I've been going through it, learning to love myself, because for a long time I felt unlovable. I felt like I wasn't capable of loving or being loved. But then I realized that everybody's capable of loving themselves. And it's a very important thing that we need to do in our life to do that, is to get to a place where we love ourselves. And it doesn't mean that you go in the mirror right now, go look in the mirror and say, I love myself. You go and look in the mirror, take a hard look. This is what I did. This is just my suggestion. Take a hard look. If there's things about you you don't love, then change them. The things that you do love, embrace them. You're not going to love everything about yourself. It's just, you know, with me, it was, you know, to get real with you right now. One of the things that I did that hurt my life is I would make mistakes because I didn't think about it. You know, I didn't think it through. Sometimes I'm hot-headed, I'm impulsive. I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon and a Leo rising. I'm not blaming it, that's just facts. I can be impulsive. That impulsion caused me a lot of issues. Because what I do is I make a mistake, then I try to fix it. And when I fail at fixing it, I project that failure outwards instead of accepting it, learning from it, growing from it. You know, and the thing is, what I learned is that speaking without thinking, that impulsiveness in me, it just got me into trouble. It doesn't make my life better. And it's one of the things I don't like about myself. So when you know what you don't like and what you do like, work on that. That's what I'm doing. It's a hard journey. It's a very real situation to step up to a mirror and look at yourself and really figure that out. And sometimes it's things that you're going to find things that you don't want to accept. But if you're not accepting it, there's no way you're going to change it. You know, it's like when somebody has an addiction. The first step is admitting you have an addiction. So the first step in not loving you, and the first step in loving yourself is finding out what you don't love about yourself, and getting rid of it, changing it, altering it. And this is, you know, is relevant in the situation because I feel like this is what this person that's coming toward you has gone through. They lived for other people. Now they want to live for themselves. And you're what they found. You know, and it's the best decision they ever made because it led them to you. Now, in that transition, I'm not saying it's going to be glorious all the time. I'm not going to say that this person isn't going to have moments when they step back, but I feel like their moments of stepping back, their moments of not embracing this will become fewer and far between. And that's what the big change is, that huge transformation. You know, it's, I remember my aunt was with an alcoholic, and her life was shit. Like I remember her talking to my mom. My mom and her are best friends for years in that relationship. She shut everybody out in her family. She didn't want to hear what they had to say anymore. They were always telling her that she was too good for them. And that's the thing. She spent years with this guy. She became an alcoholic because she was so depressed about her life, and she rather, he was an alcoholic. So, I mean, she kind of just jumped on the boat. And, one day she said, I didn't know why. She said, I looked in the mirror and I realized I'm not who I want to be. I'm not where I want to be. I'm here to make him happy, but it's making me miserable. I don't want to be this person. And I'm telling you, it was the biggest change I ever seen in a person in a short amount of time. She got away from him. She moved in with us for a few months till she got her feet on the ground. She quit drinking that day, the day she moved in with us. She never had a drink again. She still hasn't had a drink, and that was 15 years ago. And, it was one of those things where it can gradually happen, or it can happen in an instant. But she realized that she wasn't happy. And I'll tell you one thing is she was cranky when she was with that guy. Like, I didn't even like being around her. I thought she was like this cranky old lady. And now I don't see her that way. She puts off a different energy. She's happy. She makes choices that are best for her. She doesn't, she even said before that she was with him because she didn't want to be lonely. And because she didn't want to be lonely, he was giving her, he was allowing her not to be lonely. So she felt like she was obligated to make him happy. But that's the thing. One of those transformations can happen in a moment. Like, she started in the morning. She woke up. She said she looked in the mirror, and it all hit her. And then by that night, she was moved out in my mom's house. And all those years she lost, like she said, she doesn't even think about them anymore, because the fact is, she can't get them back. And every moment, one of the things I think about is every moment we live in the past is another moment we don't have, or we're sacrificing to the past. If you spend 3 months thinking about something that doesn't you no good from your past, that's 3 months you took away from your future. That's not to make you feel down. That's not to make you feel like you wasted time. That's to say, stop thinking about it. The past is like a book, okay? You have good books, and you can, relive great memories. If you have a bad book, don't read it again. Give it away. Maybe somebody else will find something good in it. But if it's not doing you any good, why would you keep rereading it? Anyway, I think I got way off topic, but it is what it is. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.